let's take a look at some games that I'm looking forward to seeing at Summer Games Fest this year, 2026 in Los Angeles.
PlayStation.
Let's kick it off with Sony, because Sony are going first, right? Now, what have Sony got to show? Do you know what, to be honest, I'm not even really in the loop with all this Sony business. I don't know what they've got planned. I know that they are remaking the original God of War trilogy games, which I'm super excited for. Give me some of that. God of War 3 on the PlayStation 3 is probably my favourite God of War ever. Yeah, more than Ragnarok. I'm gonna be honest. Supposedly, there's rumours of a God of War spin-off starring Kratos' wife. Have no idea what that's about. Oh, there's this new Horizon game. It's like I think it's a free-to-play. It's an online multiplayer game set in the Horizon universe that Sony announced a couple of months ago. Just randomly announced it in the middle of the night. It's got like this real cartoony art style aesthetic to it. I want to see more of that. Will we get Astro Bot 2? No, we won't. It's too soon. I wouldn't mind to see a little trailer of Astro Bot 2 though, but we're not gonna get that. We're not gonna get that anytime soon. Oh, and Sony also got like Fair Games, the free-to-play game that's been stuck in development hell. We don't actually know if the game is going to be released, but if Sony are going to show us anything on this game, now would be the time to show us Sony. So they are going to give us a look at the new Wolverine game, which I'm super excited for. Now, I've only played Spider-Man 1. But I don't even need to play Spider-Man 2 or Miles Morales to know that this game is going to be incredible. I just want to slash people up. I want to cut them in half. I love Spider-Man. I love the swinging mechanics. Like, it feels great to play. But I'm more of a brawler. I'm more of a Streets of Rage guy, Street Fighter guy. So the Wolverine game kind of speaks to me a bit more. I love gore, I love violence. I think it's super cool that we're getting like an 18 certificate Marvel rated video game. So tick, sign me up. Show me how the game works. Show me some more of the combat. Like, yeah, give me more Wolverine. Bub. Like I said, so they've been lagging with the first party support. I just feel like they've not given us any good games for at least 18 months. Do you know what I mean? Sony always talking about this cinematic prestige that their games have. Their single player games are the pinnacle of video game media. I can't wait to see Intergalactic Heretic Prophet, whatever it's called. The newest game by Naughty Dog. I tell you, I am dying for some new Naughty Dog.
Do you want it? I don't want it. Because you're asking for it. You're dying for it.
I am itching for a new Naughty Dog game. I do want to immerse myself in that cinematic prestige quality that they are known for. Are we going to get a gameplay reveal? Probably not. Yeah, we will. We're going to see some gameplay. We're going to see a trailer. We're not going to get a release date because I don't think the game's coming out. Anytime soon. But you know what, I'm going to be honest, I'm starting to miss the weird stuff from Sony. And it's not even weird stuff, what would now be classified as the experimental stuff. Do you know what I mean? The forgotten franchises. Like, where's Sly Cooper? Where's Jak and Daxter? Give me a Jak and Daxter. I don't know you're busy, Naughty Dog, but bring back Jak and Daxter, please. One of the best platform games I've ever played. Where's Wipeout? Now, I know the studio that made Wipeout is closed. I know they got shut down. But what are you doing with the franchise? Where's Resistance? Where's Killzone? Give us a new Killzone. I love Killzone, Sony. What are you doing? Give us some games. Where's Infamous? I've not seen that for a while. The electric game. Like, give us an Infamous. You've got a bloody Twisted Metal TV show out currently right now. It's on season 2. It's doing very well. Where's the shameless Twisted Metal video game tie-in? Like, you've got video game franchises, Sony, so use them.
Gaming.
Let's talk about Microsoft real quickly, because Microsoft are going through some changes, mate. Ba-da-boom, 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 that's just the way it is. Ba-da-boom, 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 things will never be the same. Yeah, Phil Spencer's gone, Asher Schwarmer's coming. Xbox is about to go through a transformation. I'm talking Cinderella things. Rags to riches. Well, maybe. We'll see how it all pans out. This might be Xbox's most important showcase in years. Because there's no excuses now. Xbox have no excuses. They have brought half the video gaming industry. It's now time to see what you've done with it. And I keep saying this every single year since that ZeniMax acquisition. Every single year I've been saying this is going to be the year where Microsoft finally give us the goods, blow everyone's face off, jaw drops. They've not done it. I've been waiting for 6 years. They've still not done it. Xbox spent years acquiring video game studios. It's just time to prove that you can actually manage them. Can you do that for me, please? I'm gonna be honest though, the Xbox lineup is looking pretty fat for 2026. Well, not fat, but actually, yeah, we're gonna get Halo. Is that out? Is that out yet? I know it's coming out on PS5. We're gonna get the Halo collection, right? That's coming. Hopefully they'll launch that on Nintendo Switch. Fable looks absolutely fantastic. Super excited to see more of a Fable. It looks fun. I'm dying to see how some more of the gameplay system works in that world, how the characters all interact with each other, what the ecosystem's like. I'm super excited to see more of that. I am excited for Gears of War. Gears of War is currently being developed by the Coalition and People Can Fly. So I think it's a combination of the developers who made Gears of War 4 and 5 and also the people who made Gears of 1 to 3. I am a massive fan of Gears of War 1 to 3. That's all. Gears of War 4, absolutely hated it. Never played number 5 because it just turned me off the series. But I'm super excited that they're going to be returning back to the original tone of the Gears of War games. Oh my gosh, we're finally going to get the return of Marcus and Dom. Because I was sick of those new characters. Yeah, I know it's Marcus's son. It was kind of cool passing on the whole lineage and all that. But no, it's not for me. Give me Dom and Marcus Phoenix, please. I just want to see them utilize the power of the Xbox Series X. Don't give it to you. I need to see them utilize the power of the Xbox Series X. I just can't wait to see like how gritty and gothy and gory like this new Gears of War looks. Oh, it's gonna look incredible. Super excited for Gears of War. But yeah, like I said, I think Microsoft, Xbox, they've got a lot to prove. I'm sure they'll try and come out all guns blazing. I do expect to hear a bit more information on Project Helix, which is the code name for the new Xbox console. Microsoft have been talking a lot about that recently. We're obviously not going to get a console reveal. What would we get? I think we're just going to get some Microsoft corporate PR jargon about how powerful the system's going to be. They'll be talking about the future of Xbox, and the console will be able to, I don't know, make toast and cook your food for you. I think they give us something like that, but I don't think we're going to get it. Would we get like a little sizzle reel? No, probably not, to be fair. And finally, Nintendo! The Kings! Yes! Nintendo are giving us nothing. I actually don't know what to expect. What is coming from Nintendo? Well, we know what Nintendo's bringing out because Nate the Hate spoiled it the other day, didn't he? If we get the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, I'm going to be buzzing. Now, I've been thinking about this recently. Everyone's like, what is the Legend of Zelda remake going to look like? And do you know what? I'm bracing myself. I am prepared to just get a visual upgrade for the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. I'd like to think that Nintendo are going to rebuild it from the ground up, and they're going to incorporate some of the Breath of the Wild elements from the gameplay, you know, the climbing mechanics maybe, or having a bit of open-ended, non-linear gameplay, build the ability to pick up weapons and craft them. I don't think they're going to give us any of that. After looking at the Star Fox 64 remake, and pretty much any remake that Nintendo have done over the past 3 years, looking at Metroid Prime Remastered, for example, Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. Whenever Nintendo decides to remake their games, they don't change the actual gameplay of the original game. They never make any enhancements, they never reboot it, they never reimagine it. They just upgrade the graphics, and I genuinely think that's what we're going to get. I think we're just going to get a very, 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 very pretty looking N64 remake. That's all. No bells, no whistles, no extra content, no extra hidden dungeons or levels. I think they'd give it the Star Fox treatment. They're gonna give it a beautiful, gorgeous, cell shaded. No, in fact, they're not even gonna go cell shaded. They're gonna go with the same art style from the artwork from the games. That's what they're doing. They're gonna make sure that The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time looks like the concept art. That's how it will look artistically, and it will just play like the original game. And I am super excited for that! I think Nintendo will talk about Legend of Zelda's anniversary because they've not really touched on that this year. Legend of Zelda, as we all know, it's its 40th anniversary. It's been and gone. Nintendo haven't addressed it in the slightest. So I think this Direct will be the time for Nintendo to talk about The Legend of Zelda. What are we going to get? Where's Twilight Princess and Wind Waker? Release them. Twilight Princess, Nintendo Switch Online, GameCube. We'll get that. But yeah, I mean, what will we get? Will we get a peek of Mario? You need to. You need to give us a little peek of Mario, Nintendo, to be honest. You know what though? Do you know what I do want to see? Do you know what I do want to see from Summer Games Fest? I need to see more video game developers collaborating with Nintendo. I'm going to see it. Third-party developers are going to show up this year for Nintendo, but I need them to show up in the right way. I need more games like Dustbloods. I'm going to need to see more Orbitals. You know, games in that caliber. Games that Nintendo have actually gone out and pursued the developers and said, you need to work with us and you need to make sure that this game only works on our system. I need to see more of that. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And Sega are finally doing something that Nintendo realized ages ago, which was that nostalgia is a money printer, mate. Sega! Yes, we are finally going to get the return of all the Sega franchises that they've been talking about for ages. Sega have been talking about their legacy IP for some time now, and we all know that Sega's been working on reviving some of their lost classic games, and games like Golden Axe, Streets of Rage. They're doing a new 3D Streets of Rage. We're getting the return of Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio. So I expect to see a return of all these games at Summer Games Fest, which is going to freak me out, and it's going to be super exciting. So there's so much going on. Sega needs to pull the fingers out. Ever since they lost the license for the Olympic Games, it's like the collaboration between Nintendo and Sega have just evaporated into thin air. Why do we not have another Mario and Sonic game to take up that role, that place? What are you doing? Bring back Mario and Sonic, whether it's a platformer, a puzzle game, a fighting game, I don't know. Just collaborate and give us something good to eat, please, Sega. Capcom, you've been doing very well. You've supported Nintendo. You give us Pragmata, Resident Evil 9, Day 1. I appreciate it, but give me more of exclusive games. Where's the Power Stone? Give us an exclusive Power Stone game for Nintendo Switch. It's a perfect fit. Where's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney? Used to love that franchise on the DS, and now we've not seen that for ages. Bring him back. I don't really play the Phoenix Wright games, but you know what I mean? This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Give us a brand new fighting game in the same vein as Capcom vs Tatsunoko like you did on the Wii, but we're not going to get that. Fighting games are a niche. But you know what I mean? Give us something good, Capcom. I just need one more game from you this year that is exclusive to Nintendo for me to be like, do you know what? I just need that one game. So yeah, that's Summer Games Fest. There's going to be a ton more of things announced, but I just genuinely think that we are entering a new era of gaming now. We're going to be having new hardware. We're going to be having the return of old franchises. We've literally got publishers fighting to stay alive. Ubisoft, Bungie. Like, it's kind of make or break for a lot of video game studios and developers this year. Literally, Microsoft and Sony are still out here trying to stay relevant. Do you know what I mean? They've lost the way when it came to the first party exclusive games, and now they've changed their minds. But again, that's another story for another video. But yeah, it's gonna be a crazy time. It's gonna be a crazy couple of days, and somehow I've got a front row ticket to see it all. Yes! There are only a few more days to go until I'm live at the Dolby Theatre watching Summer Games Fest. So stay tuned.